Broadcasting Corporation and Globe My Business present Open for Business.
Greetings from the Philippines to the world. We are on Facebook Live on Eagle News and Net25 TV and also on our streaming site eaglenewslive.com. Watch us on our YouTube channel at Net25 TV. I am Cesar Vallejos. Welcome to Open for Business. Join me discover the latest news and information in business around the world. Stay ahead of the curve from vision to action. In partnership with Globe My Business, Open for Business continues to share the insights of SMEs on how to manage their business operations during the pandemic. In today's episode, we will take a look at a local bake shop and restaurant brand and what it is doing to help build consumer confidence with the reopening of the economy. This episode is also produced to encourage everyone to support local SMEs and patronize local products with the Gift Local campaign of Globe My Business. We will be back with Ms. Lucille Limpin, Marketing Manager of BANAPPLE. Stay with us.
StaySafe.ph for citizens. I-download ang app at mag-register gamit ang iyong mobile phone number at OTP. I-report ang iyong health condition gamit ang checklist sa app. Ikaw ay protektado dahil sa advanced contact tracing ng StaySafe gamit ang auto-detection ng Bluetooth at GPS. Manonotify ka rin sa mga lugar na may positive, probable, at suspected COVID-19 cases. Kaya safe ka sa mga pampublikong lugar. Safe ka din sa mga pampublikong sasakyan gaya ng jeep. Ang mga kinauukulan naman ay magagamit ang StaySafe app sa pag-verify ng iyong health condition gamit ang QR code scanning upang mapanatiling safe ang mga establishments. Kapag ikaw ay nasa trabaho, ikaw ay ligtas. Sa LRT o MRT o kahit saang mass transportation ay magagamit ang StaySafe app sa pag-verify ng iyong health condition gamit ang QR code scanning upang mapanatiling ikaw ay protektado. Kahit sa tricycle, safe ka din. Ngayon na tayo ay nasa new normal, kailangan nating masigurong safe tayo at ang ating buong pamilya. Download the app now para safe ka rin at para safe tayong lahat. Be safe with StaySafe.ph.
Sanay na sanay eh. Pro na pro. And yung mga birit ng yung mga high notes, na talagang you're hitting it really well.
I can already pronounce you na talagang you are real performers.
Wow na wow.
I like your performance, okay?
And loving you. Marami sa aming nabubuhay, patuloy ang pangarap.
Simula na po ng ating mainit na bakbakan sa kantahan dito lang po yan sa Taging Sinagaling Part 2 Singing Edition!
Sa pagsasara ng mga bansa sa panahon ng pandemya, isang bayan ang magbubukas ng kanyang pintuan.
Miss Reyna, kakausapin daw po kayo ni Mr. Dalmundo.
pabalik sa isang kahapong ayaw nang balikan.
Yes, Mr. Delindo? Alam naman ng kuya mo kung saan nahanapin yung mga bagay dito. Di pa naman nagbabago yung hotel since the last time he worked here. Kuya, nagtrabaho ka dito? Ba't hindi ko alam yun?
Muling mabubuhay ang mga alaala.
Tayo mag-housekeeping, security, cook, tapos magbabayad tayo ng doble. Win-win!
Paano na yung hotel natin? Naisara niyo bang mabuti? Yung mga staff, napauwi mo na ba? Naku, paano na yung mga guest natin sa hotel?
Gusto ko lang muna sanang kumonsulta tungkol sa sitwasyon ko ngayon. Yung kapatid ko kasi, pumasok siya into an agreement with the hotel owner. Wala pa kasi siyang 18.
Problema nga yan, ng hotel. Which hotel, by the way?
Iisa lang naman ang hotel dito sa Olvida.
Seryoso ba? Itidemanda niya ako?
Ang daigdig ko'y ikaw. Tuwing Sabado, 8:00 ng gabi, dito lamang sa Net 25.
Open for Business is back, and with me is the marketing manager of BANAPPLE, Miss Lucille Limpin. How are you, Miss Lucille?
Hi, great afternoon. Thank you for inviting BANAPPLE to your program. I'm good, thank you.
A lot of people are already eating outside, dining out, going to places, going back to malls. I understand that BANAPPLE has a lot of stores. How are your stores doing?
Well, right now, ever since the general community quarantine for Metro Manila, we have already welcomed our diners here in our stores. But we are also practicing our safety protocols in place. So we assure our diners that they can safely dine here at BANAPPLE.
Okay. Now, Miss Lucille, a lot of people are also concerned when they go to various stores. Like, what can you also cite some of the health and safety initiatives that you are doing to ensure, that consumers will really feel good about eating in, places like yours?
Well, first of all, we have a dedicated department for the environment, health, and safety protocol. So we have launched the safety protocols in our stores and also in our offices. For the diners, upon entering the store, of course, the security guard will be checking their temperature. They will also be asked to fill up a health declaration form through a QR code and also a manual form. And then they should also place their foot on the foot bath, and then upon entrance, of course, all the safety signage are in place. And for our cashier, there's also a barrier already between the customer and the cashier. We also have cashless transactions inside our store thanks to GCash at Globe. So that was made possible.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Miss Lucille, let's talk about your brand. It's really a good combination of, two of my favorites, banana and apple. So can you tell us more about how the brand BANAPPLE came about? Can you tell us more about your brand story, Miss Lucille?
Yes. The BANAPPLE came about from the mixture or combination of the two main products, which is the banoffee pie and also the apple caramel crumble pie. So these two products were made by our founders, Miss Maricel Jimenez and Sir Gigi Jimenez. So they found the company 13 years ago. It started as a home recipe, and then Ma'am Maricel started selling to the neighborhood. And then after which they opened their store here in Katipunan, and then we've opened a lot of stores year after year, and also started offering not just pies, cakes, and cheesecakes, but also kitchen items like the famous hickory ribs and chicken parmigiano and other entrees.
Mm-hmm. Now, Miss Lozille, what we have noticed actually in the past, especially during the pandemic, of course, is the shutdown, of all these
Yes.
restaurants. So far, can you tell us how is BANAPPLE doing before the pandemic, and what were your, challenges, when the COVID-19 lockdowns came about?
Yes. When the COVID-19 came, we're actually celebrating our anniversary. We were doing the Slice the Price anniversary promotion. And then after that, of course, the ECQ by the government came into play. So we only had one branch open during that time. That was this store, BANAPPLE Katipunan 2 or BANAPPLE Katipunan Northbound. And then after that, week after week, we're slowly opening each branch to serve more customers. And at the same time, we have launched other several projects to adapt with the COVID-19 pandemic, such as the online customer support team. We have also launched our e-commerce, the website wherein our customers can already order online, and also the in-house Pineapple Express delivery. So those are our projects that we launched for the COVID-19. And up to now, we're still doing good.
Which is very interesting, Miss Luzille, because diba, especially with many stores and many restaurants, they had to really shift to they had to pivot to this new innovations to reach out to these customers.
Yes.
Is this also a factor of how of the agility of the owners, the management of BANAPPLE, wherein you really have to come up immediately with new projects or systems like this to ensure that you continue to serve the needs of the market? Gaano ba ka-involve yung SME owners in making sure that you don't just have to close the stores, but it is the time to reflect and see what other services can you do so that you can still make that sale and serve the needs of the consumers?
Yes, what we did during the pandemic is that I can summarize it into 3 points to answer your question. From the support of the top management and with the strong collaboration of our team members and also the fluidity of everyone, we were able to adapt with the ever-changing environment of the pandemic. So when the COVID came, of course, everybody is affected. We closed most of our stores. But what we did, we did a lot of collaborations and meetings on how to adapt to this change. So the key project for that is our corporate project, wherein we launch a lot of things to adapt to the pandemic, like the delivery, the e-commerce, and also the online customer support team. So it was very fast, I must say, but with the help and support of our SME owners, we were able to accomplish everything.
Mm-hmm. With the new normal, Ms. Luzille, are you still looking at also expanding more stores in 2021, or are you also looking at the possibility of just embracing digital transformation so that you give more focus on your deliveries or your online platform wherein they can just place their orders? What has been the changes in your business plan, to adapt to the changing, not only changing lifestyle, but the changing ways, where people buy their needs and their favorite food like yours?
Yes. For the expansion, yes, we are continuously expanding to a lot of locations nationwide. We have opened to a lot of branches recently. We just opened in Marilao, Bulacan, and we'll be opening soon in SM San Lazaro, and also one in NLEX, southbound. So we're continuously doing expansions or store openings, and also we have offered the BANAPPLE to resellers. So that's another project launch. And then in terms of digital, yes, we became stronger and more aggressive in terms of our digital advertisements and promotions because this is the faster way to reach our customers. So both for advertisements and also for inquiries and online orders.
So you mentioned, is this also, are you also open to franchising BANAPPLE?
Yes, we are
Okay.
still open for franchise.
Okay.
Currently, there are 5 franchise branches.
Which is exactly also my next question, Miss Lizelle, kasi one of the most booming industries is of course the franchising business model, especially even before the pandemic. But as you are telling me now, even a lot of franchisees, they never stopped, and during the pandemic they had to continue educating the people who got their franchises and their brands. In your case, why at this time of the pandemic, what is it that they can get? Like, say, if I'm a business owner and I would like to buy a franchise, for BANAPPLE, what is it that I would expect? Would this, and would you also institutionalize new processes, to address, these challenges in terms of health and safety of consumers?
Yes, if you are a franchisee, of course, there are a lot of benefits and perks as a franchise of BANAPPLE. Number one, of course, you get to have your own BANAPPLE. It's a well-loved brand. It's very relatable to the Filipino market, yet aspirational. And then number two, you will get the full support of the organization. For me, it's a full marketing department. You'll get all the support for marketing materials and campaigns, also with our production and warehouse department. So everybody is actually, for our franchises, we treat them as our own, as our family. So they will not feel that as if they are just a franchise. They will be treated as the same way as we treat our corporate branches. And then for the health and safety protocols, yes, we also apply the same procedures, all the organizational procedures and protocols, all the safety protocols, we apply to our franchise branches as well.
Now, Ms. Luzille, people have, as I mentioned earlier, people have cravings for food, for banana and apple. But in your case, for the BANAPPLE brand, what is the specialty of BANAPPLE that people go? I was listening to Gail, Jill, and Ton. I think they've been to your stores, but what is it that they look for you? What is it that they look for the BANAPPLE brand, when they go to your store?
For the pies, cakes, and cheesecakes, our all-time favorites or the best sellers are the banoffee pie and also the apple caramel crumble pie. Then as for the entrees, our best seller is the hickory ribs.
Okay. Now, when, during the pandemic, a lot of things have changed, including the buying habits and preferences of consumers. Dito ba, pansin nyo rin ba, nag-iba din? Like, say, di ba, syempre, people will have to buy for the essential products first before the non-essentials. But now, unti-unti, people go back to their, favorite places, to their favorite food. As consumer confidence is coming back, what have you noticed in this lifestyle, and how are you adjusting to the habits and preferences of consumers?
As for the consumer behavior, during the early parts of the pandemic, most of our customers are doing online transactions. They're mostly ordering the baked items or the pies, cakes, and cheesecakes. And then eventually, when the GCQ came in, the people start to come in to dine in, and our entree sales went up. So, because during the earlier days of pandemic, of course, the mommies can cook at home. So they will just order for the pies, cakes, and cheesecakes. But right now, when they are allowed to go out and dine in, they already start ordering for our entrees, for the hickory ribs, chicken parmigiano, and the pasta. So that's one of some of our insights for the consumer behavior. For BANAPPLE, actually, aside from the online orders, most of our customers are really go for the dine-in experience.
Okay. So when you say dining experience or pineapple dining experience, what is it? How can you describe that? But I promise I have to go to one of your stores soon.
Yes.
But how do you describe that experience in Pineapple?
We describe it as a holistic experience wherein when you come here at the store, of course, the ambience, the visuals of the store is very uplifting. It's very homey, yet it's very aspirational. You would want really to dine here rather than take out your food because of the visual feast of the ambience of the store. And then second, of course, the customer service, our operations department are very friendly. And then lastly, and most of all, it's because of the taste of the food. So you will come here for three things: the ambience of the store, customer service, and the taste and quality of the food.
Wow, that's perfect, Miss Lucille. But I would just like to ask, what's the inspiration of Pineapple in your visuals? You said, you will have that kind of ambience, but in terms of the design and the ambience, what was the source of the inspiration?
Actually, the inspiration of the BANAPPLE ambience inside the store is the home experience. So the aspirational home, if you will come to our stores, you will observe that it looks like inside a home or in your alfresco in your home. So it's something that is relatable yet aspirational.
Mm-hmm. Interesting. People are now trying to support local SMEs, and as a matter of fact, one of our partners is Globe My Business with our Gift Local campaign. This is their way also to support local SMEs like BANAPPLE. How important do you think is this campaign to the development of SMEs, especially now that everyone wants to get back, everyone wants to bounce back, and somehow recover from the many months that they have lost? How important to you also in BANAPPLE, of this support to SMEs and this Gift Local campaign?
Yes. For Globe, actually, it's very helpful for us. We are using two programs under Globe, which is the GCash for our in-store and online transactions, and number two, the Text Blast. For the online transactions through GCash, it's very helpful because we were able to reach our online customers to order out through our website. So we were able to receive the payment in advance. So that's what we call convenience. And then number two, through the Amber Text Blast, we were able to reach more customers. We're able to communicate with them what we have, what we offer. So to summarize it up, it's about convenience and also reinforcement of value and delight of our customers.
Wow, interesting. Now, Lizelle, a lot of the challenges that SMEs experience now is marketing their products in the new normal. The traditional ways, diba, of marketing, selling have changed. People don't necessarily go to the traditional ways of advertising, promotions, but they embrace digital marketing and other stuff, to make sure that you continue, to show the public, to show to your target market that you're back in business as a marketing expert and as a marketing professional. What are your tips to SME owners who also would want to, come up with this effective marketing strategy so that they can let their brands out in the eyes and minds of consumers? Lucille.
Okay, for our fellow SMEs, I'll be giving some tips on how to plan and execute your marketing marketing campaigns in times of pandemic. Number one, you have to be very dynamic and fluid. So you should be very active in doing social media listening, so you know what are the insights of the customers. And then number two, coming from in line with number one, you have to listen carefully to what your customers say. So customers should always be on top of mind, whether pre-pandemic or especially during pandemic, because from their insights, you know how you can adapt. Okay, and then that leads to the last one, number three. So you adapt to change, you check your tools, also check with your team, and then after that, you launch your marketing campaigns in the fastest way possible, because during pandemic, everything is very fast and fluid. And lastly, of course, you should able to maintain your brand image. So even though you are very busy doing a lot of campaigns, doing a lot of advertisement, you should be able to have or communicate a more meaningful marketing materials and content.
Wow, I know those are very practical tips, and this is something that our viewers, especially those SME owners who want to really tap into this dynamics of food business and the restaurant business, especially it's the restaurant business has been really heavily affected and adversely affected by the pandemic. Pero in your case, Miss Luzelle, also you mentioned already that there are expansion that's going to happen. But in your business plan, in the business model, and I think you are into this franchise business also, what are the changes or innovations that you are implementing so that you have these new standards, diba? The standards may be, the standards that you have set prior to COVID-19 may now be different, compare as we now have to address, what we all call the new normal.
Yes, with that, for our franchisees, mostly everything is the same, but the changes are we have more digital tools right now as a marketing department that we can offer to our franchises, thanks to Globe as well. So we have our online payment channel, we have our text blast services that we can offer to them. At the same time, we are even stronger in digital space in terms of our campaign and taking online orders. So they can maximize that services from our company. So that actually are the changes brought about by the pandemic.
Mm-hmm. Wow, interesting. Speaking of manpower, Miss Luzelle, you also mentioned something about customer service.
Yes.
Customer service, when you talk of customer service, it involves a lot of training also, with
Yes.
your staff. So do you think, these are two questions that are related. One is manpower. Is there some sort of reduction in terms of the number of manpower, because a lot of the restaurants now are moving towards the internet also. And then the second one would be related to the customer service. What specific trainings are you doing to ensure that the customer service is really a primordial concern, that will have that kind of experience that you are talking about with the BANAPPLE dining experience and brand?
Yes. For the question number one of the changes that was implemented in terms of our manpower is that we were given leeway to do work from home. So that's a big change in terms of our work arrangements. But aside from that, of course, even though we are mostly working from home, we got even closer in terms of collaborations and meetings thanks to the online tools or online platforms that we can conduct our meetings and collaborations. And then for the second one, in terms of training, it's also related to number one. We are mostly doing the training via these online platforms. We conduct trainings for our stores, also for our riders, for our express delivery, and at the same time, our online customer service for our online customer transactions. We actually have training department dedicated for all of these.
Mm-hmm. Wow. Now, we're running out of time, Miss Luzil, and my other question is, if I am looking for a franchise business where I would like to have this investments of my own, why would I choose the BANAPPLE brand?
You will choose BANAPPLE brand because number one, it's a well-loved brand. Number two, we offer full support of the organization to the franchisees. And number three, we assure you that it will be a good experience in handling the BANAPPLE brand.
And before I let you go, Miss Luzil, I have to ask you also, what's your outlook for your industry, especially for 2021? As we always say, consumer confidence is getting back. A lot of people are excited going back to their favorite dining places, and I hope I can go to BANAPPLE store one time. So what's your outlook for 2021? What does your magic ball, crystal ball look like?
For 2021, we are very hopeful that more customers will come and dine in most of the restaurants, of course. So people will still come back to dine in and enjoy the dining experience. But at the same time, those who are still at home or doing work from home will be able now to have their BANAPPLE experience at home by ordering through the website and also Facebook Messenger. So all in all, we are very hopeful and also we are dreaming for 2021 it will be better than 2020.
By the way, Miss Luzil, I forgot to ask your supply chain. Where are the raw materials coming from? Do you also have this kind of corporate social responsibility projects wherein you source your materials from local farmers? And how can you describe your supply chain and your sources of raw materials?
In terms of supply chain, we only order from local suppliers. We don't import any ingredients. So that means we are supporting our local SMEs in the region. And in terms of corporate social responsibility, the organization and also with the leadership of our HR department, we are also launching a lot of activities for corporate social responsibility, such as charity events, and also events that could help even the employees who are recently affected by the recent typhoons.
Wow, thank you so much, Miss Luzil. And we believe in partnerships, and this partnership with Globe My Business, who's supporting us in supporting local SMEs, and this Gift Local campaign is something that will give good synergy not only to one entrepreneur but to groups of entrepreneurs who all wish and who all pray for bouncing back. What is your sense on this partnerships and with tie-ups with technology providers, technology enablers like Globe My Business, Luzil?
First of all, we are very much grateful for Globe because through them we're able to reach more customers. So the Globe local campaign is a very huge campaign that helps the local SMEs to bounce back brought by the pandemic. So they help SMEs to reinforce the value, also to implement the convenience to our customers, and also at the same time, it brings more customer closer to these restaurant brands and even other retail parts.
Wow, that's a great way to end this conversation. Thank you so much, Miss Luzil Limpin, the marketing manager of BANAPPLE. Thank you so much. Open for Business. We'll be back. Stay with us.
As the Philippine economy opens with growing consumer confidence, Open for Business and Globe My Business support local entrepreneurs by encouraging SMEs to be responsible in their health and safety protocols for consumer-safe shopping and dining experiences. Most importantly, we encourage you to spread kindness and love by supporting local.
Gift Local is an annual campaign of Globe My Business.
We hope to give inspiration to all of you as we support our local SMEs. We believe that this endeavor can help increase their brand's following, so our SMEs can recreate their success with Globe My Business.
Gift your local products to your loved ones. Hashtag support local SMEs. Hashtag gift local. Watch Open for Business, Net25's business show for startups and SMEs. Saturdays and Sundays at 5 p.m. on Net25.
Factual.
We have to defeat the virus everywhere.
Timely information. Balanced. Not only in the country, but also abroad.
I'm certain of one thing.
Interviews that people need to know. Watch Agila Pilipinas! A 1-hour newscast of reports coming from regional hubs in Luzon, Visayas, and Mindanao. Know the important updates in Asia in ASEAN in Focus. Track the latest stories in the provinces in Aguila Provincia. Tune into Mata ng Agila, the evening primetime news program of Net25. Balanced and objective, Mata ng Agila covers national and international issues, tackles news on business, health, science and technology, entertainment, sports and human interest features, and current events. And Eagle News International delivers the latest global reports, impartial, accessible, and up-to-date. It brings to fore EBC's rich international scope and access to valuable information streams.
Well, thank you to Exchange, our help outdoor track.
Catch these programs on Net25. You can also watch our news programs through eaglenews.ph and Eagle News Facebook page and YouTube channel.
Impormasyong mahalaga sa taong bayan. Patas na pagbabalita. Papakinggan ang magkabilang panig. Lilinawin ang mga issue at kaagad na ihahatid ng objektibo. Mata ng Agila. Tumadagit ng pinakasariwang pangyayari, hindi lamang sa loob ng bansa, kundi sa iba't ibang panig ng daigdig. Mula sa Eagle News Teams at sa tulong ng makabagong teknolohiya, tiyak na makakalap kaagad ang katotohanan. Para sa mas matalas, malinaw at malalimang pagbabalita. Ito ang mas pinatalas na Mata ng Agila. Inihahatid ng veteranong broadcast journalist na si Eli Saludar. Kasama si Binibining Pilipinas Intercontinental 2019, Emma Tiglao. At pinangungunahan ng batikang mamamahayag ng bansa, Vic De Leon Lima. Mata ng Agila, Lunes hanggang Biyernes, alas 6 hanggang alas 8 ng gabi, dito sa Net25.
Open for Business is back, and our term of the week is from Forbes.com. Our term of the week is customer experience. Customer experience can include a lot of elements, but it really boils down to the perception the customer has of your brand. Even if you think your brand and customer experience is one thing, if the customer perceives it as something different, that is what the actual customer experience is. You may think you have high-quality products and a strong customer experience, but if a customer gets a broken product that isn't fixed, their perception of your company as lower quality then becomes the reality. With that in mind, managing customer perception is one of the most important things brands should be doing. Everything a company does contributes to how customers perceive it and therefore to the overall customer experience, including the messaging you use, the products you sell, the sales process, and what happens after the sale, plus other internal factors like the interworking of your company, its leadership, and the engineering of the product or service. And our word of the week is from Oliver DeMille. He said, "This is the crisis. Difficulty getting credit, slow growth, high unemployment, low consumer confidence. These are challenges entrepreneurs can overcome with hard work, smart risk, and tenacious teamwork. This is precisely what entrepreneurs do." Thank you for watching Open for Business. Join us again in the next episodes of Open for Business for more insights from CEOs, thought leaders, industry experts, and SMEs promoting business development in the Philippines. See you again every Saturday and Sunday here in Open for Business, where we discuss business information, deliver the latest business news to keep you informed and open for business, and be ahead of the curve from vision to action. You're on Facebook Live on Eagle News and Net25 TV, and you can watch us again in the video section of the Eagle News and Net25 Facebook pages and on eaglenewslive.com. Subscribe to our YouTube channel at Net25 TV. Thank you again for watching. We're Open for Business. This is Cesar Vallejos. We live in interesting times. Have a great day.
Eagle Broadcasting Corporation and Globe My Business present Open for Business.